Hi, this is Anna from MYO. In this video I'm going to show you how you can make your own pot holder by using the materials you can find in our package. So if you haven't got yours yet, just go and buy one from our homepage, and after that, let's get going. Alright, so let's begin with the first pull knot. You take the yarn around your fingers a couple of times and take it through here. It's the easiest way of doing it, and pull. You can show this again. Hold the yarn and you take the yarn through from the back side, and then you pull this one and tighten. You can have this one left hanging, and then you take your hook, go through with your hook and tighten this this around, and then we start making the chain. So you take the yarn with your hook and take it through. You can help here a bit with your fingers if it doesn't want to come. So the first one can be a bit tricky. Yes, and then you continue doing the same thing. So you take the yarn through this loop you have on your hook 15 times. So that's quite a good size. I would say 15 to 17 loops we want to have in this chain. So now I have 5 here. So continue doing this 15 to 17 times, depending on which size you want to have, and then I will show you how you turn. Now I have done the first chain with 15 loops, and it's actually longer than it looks. So even if this one looks a bit short, it's pretty good size still, I would say. So don't make the first chain much longer than this. Cool. Let's go to the next layer. So keep the yarn around your left hand finger like this, and go through these loops here. So you start going through not the one that's keeping your hook, but the next one here. So you go through this one with your hook, take the yarn and come back with it. So you temporarily have 2 loops on your hook. Then you take the yarn again and come back and take it through both of these 2 and make a stitch. And this is the basic crochet stitch. So this is the one we're going to use the whole time. Then you go over to the next one, and here make sure that you're not taking the one that's really like super close to your hook or the stitch you just made. Take the next loop here, next in the row. And you go through that one with your hook, take the yarn again, and then you just take the yarn again and through both of these loops, so you have a new stitch. If this chain you have here is a bit twisted and weird, just drag it a few times, it will settle. And then you go over to next one and make a new stitch here. And this is exactly what you're going to do the whole row until we come to the end of the row, and I will show how you make the turn. Okay, now we have 2 rows, and I had to drag this quite a lot here because it gets quite tight in the beginning. So do the same and your work will settle just perfectly. Cool, here at the end, before you turn, you have to add one free loop here. So otherwise the side will go smaller and smaller when you continue, which is weird, but it does. So here you just make 1 free loop, take the yarn through this loop once, so you have it here, and then you turn the work. So just turn it and you are in the beginning of a new row now. Then we just continue doing the same thing. So jump over, don't take this loop here that's holding your yarn. See this one? Go over that and to go to the next row. And this time you have the whole row here. You're seeing like 2 lines. Go under both of these. So you go under the whole line with your hook, and you take the yarn through and take the yarn through both of these loops. Again, same thing as before. And then you continue going through, taking it through, and through again. And now you see you are getting a third row to your work. And this is exactly how you continue the whole way. Try to keep the same force in your crocheting the whole time. Don't, when you get excited, you might start making it more loose than you would actually have to. And that would look a bit weird. You can always go back if that would happen. So you can just like take away a couple of rows and do it again. But I would say just try to think of that all the time when you crochet, that you have the same tightness in your loops. So that would make the result more even. And yeah, on the next turn, just do the same thing as before by adding a one free loop. And in the next clip, I will show you how you make the finish for your work. Good luck. Have fun. Okay, now I feel like I'm done with the work. It has a square form. So I just make a finish to the sides to make them more even. This is something you can do if you want to, but you don't have to. So that's up to you. But to do the finish, you continue crocheting along this side here. So you take the next loop that's closest to your hook on the way down, so to say. You take the yarn through and make a stitch here. I'm trying not to turn around this one too much so you can see. So then I actually go through the same again because I kind of want to come around the corner with my hook, and the yarn is quite thick, so I will use the same hole again to actually turn. And now it's easier to turn the work. So now we're going to follow this side and crochet. So I go through this big one here and make a stitch here. It's a bit tricky in this position. And then go to the next one here and go through and take it through again. And the next one and take it through again. So this is how you continue the whole side, and as you can see, the side gets the same kind of finish as the upper side has now. And I would recommend to go to crochet around the whole work just once, and then I can show you how you can make a little finishing loop so you can hang your work in your kitchen or wherever you want to. That's also optional. Yeah, but just crochet around and I'll show you that last one. All right, so now the side is finished. If you feel like it's a bit tight, just adjust it again, and it will get more soft. The whole thing will get more soft when you use it, when you start using it. So don't worry about that. So the last thing, if you want to hang your work, you can just make a few loops here, kind of a chain, and then you attach this one to the side here to get a loop, which is going to hold your work. So I made a 4 here, and then I will attach these to the other side. So turn the work, and you can just go through here, the closest ones, so that you have the yarn close to you, and drag it through. This might be a bit tricky. I'll actually go from the other side now. Through the whole thing. You see you have we have a little loop here, and then you just take the yarn through again, and this is where we are going to finish. So I'm going to cut the yarn here, the rest of the yarn, and take it through, and then we're just going to hide the end in the work. So now I'm cutting this yarn, and let's see where we can hide it. Just take it through your work, through the loops you have close by, either on the selvage or just in the work. So use your hook to go through, and here you might have to turn your work a couple of times to take it from the other side as well. And this is how it disappears inside. as many times as you want, but just a few times is actually enough. And after this, you just cut the yarn. So you don't have to spare the rest anywhere. This is gonna look good. And then you do the same. You have one yarn here as well hanging. So you do the same with this one. You just hide it in the same way. And yeah, then you're finished. Good job. All right, so now we are done with the pot holders. I hope you're happy with your products. And please visit our website to leave a review or to see some more products from MYO. And I hope to see you soon again. Bye bye.